everyone. It's Sharon coming at you from Beach Therapy Counseling Services. So, before I get started on my topic of rage, I just want to encourage you all to go ahead and subscribe. If you like what you hear and you like what you see and you think it's beneficial, please subscribe to my channel and share it on your social media to make sure that those that you love and care about are getting some of the content that could be pertinent to their lives as well. So the topic, like I stated, is rage, and the reason I chose this topic today is because, as you know, the holidays and Christmas in particular is literally right around the corner, and I feel the closer we get to holiday seasons, the more rage you see outside, whether it's road rage or you hear all these stories on the news of parents losing their tempers, family members having outbursts and fits of rage, all of these different ways that people are expressing rage. They happen all year round for sure, but they definitely come out of the woodwork more in the holiday season. So I wanted to talk about this topic and maybe give us some ideas to help us get through some of those feelings of rage that all of us experience, but maybe some people more than others and on a more regular basis. So, the first thing that we want to recognize is, are these fits of rage happening far and in between, or is this becoming a more common occurrence in your life? If it's becoming a more common occurrence, then just watching a video and getting some tips isn't going to be the cure for you. And I do encourage you to seek counseling in any form that really works for you in order to find that peace and find those triggers and kind of unravel some of the knots of rage. That's what I call rage, is just a big knot, and there's always something connected to it. So you want to figure out what it is that has caused that core problem and figure out different techniques and ways that are going to help you in order to control it, so that way you're not violent or you're not in detrimental to somebody else's life, because that's the last thing I'm sure that you want, is to have a fit of rage that's going to cause you to harm somebody. So if that's not you and yours is far and in between and you're just finding it even just to be a holiday thing, I mean, maybe it's finances are rough during the holidays and everybody needs a present and we want to be the most giving people we can be and we're stressed out, or maybe it's just more stressful at work during the holidays, or it's the traffic of everybody traveling, or it's the thought of going traveling. I mean, there's so many different things that cause people extra stress during the holidays. It actually reminds me of the movie Christmas Vacation with Clark Griswold and how he got, super. I mean, they made it into a comedy and it's hilarious, but the end thing is he got super wound up just about all the pressures that the holidays do bring. As much as he meant well and as much as we can mean well, it doesn't mean that it still isn't going to be super stressful for us and cause some of those rage episodes, like him cutting down the tree and just things like that. So if this is you, and if you feel like, especially during the holidays or particular times during your life, you are feeling more in tuned with the angry part of you, then I encourage you to go back first and look at my video that's entitled EMDR, and it's an EMDR technique about channeling that calm, safe place. That would be the first place I would start, because if you can get yourself a really advanced, calm, safe place, meaning you really practice it, you're really able to tap into it, then that's really going to help you to kind of be even and be calm and allow your body to feel the calmness of that calm, safe place. And that's so important when we're starting to feel rage. But before you're even able to do that, it's self-work of recognizing, what is it that is causing me to feel this way? And we might think it's one thing, when that's what I mean by the ball of rage and the ball of anger, is it's really entwined with so many other things and connected to other things. So if we are honest with ourselves, we will be able to figure out what it is that's really causing it. Maybe we're disappointed in our marriage, or maybe it is, things cost so much money during the holidays and we really don't have the funds. So here we are going into debt to afford it. There are so many things that just kind of cause us to unravel that we don't want to recognize. And that's when it turns to rage, is when we don't want to recognize the core root of the problem. So we let it continue to kind of spiral, and then it's kaboom, and we are done for that point. And that's where we want to avoid getting, is to the kaboom, because we're all going to feel anger at times. We're all going to feel anxiety. We're all going to feel these adverse things that sometimes life just brings us. But what we don't want it to do is unravel to the point of rage. So if we can first start recognizing some of those warning signs, whether it's that feeling the gut, or, the pulse in your eye. I don't know what it is for you, but it's that warning sign of, okay, I'm heading in the wrong direction as far as my emotion goes. So if we can start recognizing those warning signs, that's a great tool as well. Is just be cognizant of your body. Know what your body's telling you and recognize it, so that way you can develop techniques that can help counteract it, because we are going to have adverse things happen in our lives, and things that are going to cause us to want to have a temper or cause us to feel angry. But when we ignore it, it's only going to make those things worse. But when we actually look it square in the eye, that's when we're going to find healing, and that's when we're going to start finding ways to help ourselves in those moments. So if you're dealing with rage or any kind of anger issues and you need someone to talk to, as usual, please visit me, mybeachtherapy.net. I'd be happy to walk alongside you. I do deal with people with anger issues. And like I said, check out my video on the EMDR technique of developing your calm, safe place. I really think that's a wonderful place for us all to start, as far as finding that calm, safe place and being able to calm ourselves down in some of those more temperamented situations that we feel ourselves kind of spiraling. So, again, happy Friday, everyone. Please subscribe to my channel after this video if you like what you hear. See you next week.